What is up, everybody? Clint Esposito here, along with, I can't even say my own name, so this is bad. No. Along with Steve Sommerfeld, we're going to watch the 2012 X Games MotoX, because it's not motocross. MotoX Best Trick. Are you ready, Steve?
Oh, I'm so ready, and I would love to know why X Games went with Moto X Best Trick. That was
You're like freestyle Batman right now. Like just half of your face is lit and you're just in the shadows.
yeah. No, well, what if I was? Does that help? No,
There,
probably not. No,
it,
I've just installed a new LED light in this little studio, and this is the first time I've used it, so it didn't work out how I wanted.
but this is your state. This is your soundproof.
This is
Uh,
the soundproof one, exactly. So it's almost finished. I won't completely finish it until I finish off like the live stream studio, which is in the next room. Because I just want to put on a cool little door or something to completely soundproof it.
well,
So,
how is the live stream booth going?
very slowly because I'm waiting for my neighbor. I'm waiting for my neighbor Fabian Bauerzucks, who is an old freestyle motocross rider
What?
for the old guys out there. He is the painting professional, and I need him to come try and work out what's going on with the ceiling, like the plaster and everything on it. He lives well, actually, he works next door. I've been waiting for him for 2 months, and he still hasn't come to figure out what's going on here. So
Huh.
I'm putting it down to Fabian, not me,
All
being
right. There
lazy.
you go. It's not your fault.
It's not my fault. I can't do any more.
You know what else we've discovered right now? Because this is the
What's
first time
that?
I've done a podcast with somebody other than Scranny. And every time I do a podcast with Scranny, there's like a small echo of me. And guess what? It is totally gone.
Oh, so it's Scranny is the problem.
So again, it's not my problem. No, I didn't do
It's
it.
not no. It's not your fault, but it is your
It's
problem
my
with
problem.
Scranny.
You're 100% right. That's true.
Yeah, I find that a lot, and I have to keep telling myself that a lot, that it's not my fault, but it is my problem. So
No, that's a
yeah.
good unfortunate. Oh shit, I left names on here. Hold on.
Hey, then I'll go with Scranny. No problems at all.
You're Scranny. All
That's
right, there
it.
we go. Got
Easy.
rid of it. All right, so here we go. We got 2012, and I'm excited because these were some good years back in the day.
This was when everything was really going probably a bit too crazy. Because this is like Kyle Loza days. And that's
Kyle
when he
Loza days.
was this is when he was like really pushing things, and we just didn't know what was gonna happen. And people trying to keep up with double flips. I guess I guess that's how I would
Without
probably.
flipping.
Yeah, exactly. So
They're like, how do we
um
beat a double flip right now? We're gonna get
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, that's it. So man, that's cool. Good idea to go for 2012. I thought, like we were saying before, I thought we'd watched this one before. But
Well, so I did a video on will the bike flip ever get landed, and I think that's when I watched a bunch of this stuff. So that's why I was like, "Mate, have we watched this already?" But I think it was
yeah.
just the fact that I had watched uh, those videos trying to do that little one.
Right.
So we got a
Okay.
little
So
intro video for Taka-san. I wonder.
nice. Taka, the legend. Do we have a sound?
I
Does
can put
everybody else
sound
have
on.
sound?
No.
Okay, nice. Wax on, wax off. Awesome.
He's gonna claim it. What do you
Um.
think?
Oh, he's last year's gold medalist. That's why they're doing a little segment on it. Sorry,
Well,
Taka, we missed your
getting it
segment.
done, and hey, while we're talking
Which I
about
guess
it,
it's already up on
hashtag best
YouTube, so we
trick.
shouldn't get clipped for
Let's start
sound or
trending
whatever.
this thing.
Well,
Get out
well, that's true.
the Twitter
Ah,
accounts, tweet
cut
it
it
up.
off. Ha, we
And
don't
guess
need
what?
it.
It's time for Taka Higashino.
There's
Best
Dave
Trick.
Butts.
Travis, you know the trick.
He's
You've been a
basically
pro. You
started
saw
for
it.
every
Give us
contest
now.
since
Where does it measure up
the
with what
first
we've already
one.
seen from Pagez? Is it a gnarlier trick?
Him or Rav,
Technical trick. It's really difficult to
him or
I don't
Ravi.
know if
That
that's Dave, is that it?
I think it was.
Hmm.
It's literally him or
Yeah.
Ravi.
Here we go. Tucker, rock solid flip.
Dude didn't even make
it's
it to
pretty
the.
good warm up.
Yeah, he didn't even. How controlled was he? He was stopped by the end of the landing. Like,
yeah,
he-
exactly. He jumped and landed that better than 99% of people who have ever jumped a ramp.
Yeah, straight.
And he did a rock solid backflip.
Watch. Look how fast he's back on. Boom, brakes. Look at this. He barely
done.
went 15 feet past the landing. He was already stopped.
Oh my God, he went 15 feet with the extension on his arms. He had bigger extension on his arms for compared to how far that bike went past the landing.
Yeah.
That is huge. And that's a regular 75-foot, people.
And this is
That's not next gen.
2012.
Yeah. His brakes work, and he had good grip. I'll give him that.
I almost think he was
90
trying to endo.
points. Oh. Man, that's pretty solid. Ooh, here we go. That looks like a ramp close to dirt, so I'm guessing that's a super kicker.
Yep.
I'm guessing that's a super kicker getting
there's-
jacked up on bricks and a wind up.
Yeah, they're probably just raising it up with that and then lowering it down onto the blocks. That was Jesse Olsen. So he was doing courses at the time then.
Right, my terrible internet here. I'm running about 76 pixels. I couldn't tell who that was. Oh, okay. So, talking about double flips and talking about Kyle Loza, the two guys right there. Cam Sinclair on screen, Kyle Loza in the background.
Now, 2012, this is the... He almost killed himself last year.
Was it?
X Games? I think it is. What's going on?
Yeah, would have been. Would have been.
So now, right now, in Sync's head, he basically almost died a year prior. He has done one double flip landed at a Krusty show. So from what I heard,
That's
that
with all time in the world.
so
Well, not really, but you know, more time than ESPN saying, "Go now."
yeah, and I think that was because we had him on a podcast, on the Krusty podcast, and he said that one was really the emotional one. That one was the hard one because the
This
last
one here.
no, the Krusty one.
Ah.
Because that was the
yeah.
first actual one after he almost died was the Krusty one.
Ah, right. Gotcha. I mean, look at that. That was pretty good for
I
a
mean,
dude
that was-
who nearly died with the butt patch of twice. The name of his movie, obviously talking about dying, basically.
I wonder
Man,
what kind of pads he's got on there. Because you can tell he's got something on, which I mean, I don't blame him, obviously. I'm just curious.
that's it. I think he went for a drive over to Scotty's place and grabbed a few pads from him.
Yeah. No, he has no hockey pads. Doesn't look like hockey stuff.
No, Sinclair's really skinny, so the hockey pads just bulk him up to
Just
make him look
looks
normal.
normal size. No, that was perfect. Set the two wheels down, was right in the downside. So as far as
89.33. Yeah. Landed it pretty perfect.
I wonder how long is this the first year of the rock solid flip?
No, I think it would have been at least 1 year before.
How
I
about
don't know.
but then he's beaten a double flip? I guess it's a straight double flip. I don't think anybody was doing double variations at this time.
No, probably 1 year later, maybe with a knack or a no hand or something.
So the more ramp moving. So we're making more ramp adjustments.
that was the super kicker. It looks like they've dropped that back down onto the ground. So they jacked it up for Sinclair.
Yep.
Back down on the ground. Now it's Kyle Loza, Electric Doom, Electric Death, the Vault,
bike flip.
and it's the bike flip. the straight bike flip.
Which even
And he threw that
Pages
away.
couldn't get done, which is why he went to the quarter pipe.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
And Lowe's is a small dude. You know,
Man.
like,
That's it. Oh, like, look at him compared to that dude standing there. Like, he probably looks like same size as you or me.
no,
And Loza
he
looks like
looked a little bit bigger,
wolf.
but
Yeah.
What's really difficult about this trick is that when you throw it, you have to actually dive over the bars. And it looked like that commitment, he was
man,
a little back.
that's a lot to move around. I wonder if revving it would help. So when I
I'm
did
guessing-
that video about if anybody would land a bike flip, and somebody said now with electric bikes you could do it, and he was like, yeah, it would definitely be easier on an electric bike.
What, did Kyle comment?
Kyle commented.
Did he?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. A lot of those videos I even did, like who invented the Cordova, and then ET ended up commenting and being like, oh, because I said it was a bullfighting move, and he goes, no, it was actually a bullfighter, and he was ultra famous in
was
Spain.
the actual guy.
And he said my dad actually named it. He's like, my dad said, oh, that looks like so-and-so's move. So he said his dad named the trick after that guy.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Like, that probably was known 27 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
But I definitely forgot about that. So that's cool. Like, it's good that guys like Eddie coming on can throw it in. Kyle Loza could say that maybe the Stark Varg can help get that trick done.
Well, I think the fact that, you know, like, because we were just talking to, I'm just name dropping. We were talking to Josh Hill about it, them being banned and stuff, you know, because there's maybe, I don't think there's anybody honestly better to ask that question.
That's it. Oh,
Hey.
in the middle of that, Jacko Strong landing the Jack body varial.
Has he ever done that again?
Good question.
That's a gnarly one. Like, that one's awesome.
I guess he probably has, but I couldn't tell you. But yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah. Might as well.
Dude,
And he did it with no jersey on. So if you
No
fall, you're
jersey.
definitely getting road rashed up.
I was going to say, he's going road rash on that one.
No goggles.
That is through the bars. Woo. Like, that's not a Bundy. That's not an Electric Doom. That is like full dead body. No, not dead body, but like highlighter style letting go.
We got to see it again. It's really... So he goes right back to the seat.
Yep, double grab seat on the way back. Right.
Spin all the way back to... Dude, his right hand... Which way does his right hand go?
His right hand... It grabbed onto the tank first and then slid back into the seat grab.
I don't even understand how his shoulder went that way. What did he do?
He was a lot younger back then.
Oh, the one hand he like drags it down the side of the bike to like keep his.
I would say he.
And he didn't even get in the handle. He didn't even get in the handle. He was up front on the seat, like by the subframe bolt.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was subframe bolt to get back on rather than anything else. But it looked like he kind of twisted to the left a tiny bit. Maybe, I don't know if that opened up his right arm.
Look at how young Adelberg looks.
Oh, my God. The two of them. Look how young. Like, yeah.
Jacko looks a little older, but Adelberg looks like he's like 17 here.
When they both lost their hair, then they definitely got older really quick.
Yeah. All right. What's going on here? Just a medal montage for a minute long or what? Did you see that?
Yeah, we gotta show everybody how good X Games is
Oh,
with the medals.
Clinton
Man, it's the
Moore.
big boy, Clinton Moore. What is going on?
Braden,
Going
what's going on here?
What is
There
going?
we
We've
go. We're
skipped.
back.
We've skipped Clinton. Now we're on to Tom
Did we?
Pages.
Damn it.
I don't know what he's that. I think
Oh, no.
I don't know what he has done on this clip. Oh, the joy of going onto YouTube and finding bootleg X Games videos.
That's
Now,
a
if
bummer.
X Games would if ESPN was smart or X Games was smart, just put the goddamn thing up.
Yeah.
They'll make some money.
So I kind of think that Clinton went 720 or TP roll.
Ah, man, this is 2012. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
Get the hell out. Yeah, this was 720 years.
So this, I was there too, Steve. Javier rode, I think, freestyle and then ended up getting into speed and style. But
Well, where were you sitting?
I was in the mechanics area.
Oh, well, I didn't get accreditation for that.
No, I was Javier's mechanic, so I was in the pits basically
Nice.
most of the time.
So here we go. Tom Pages. This is the what's Tom's
Whoa.
called?
I don't know.
Oh man, I've forgotten the name. The special flip. The special flip.
Special flip.
So it's I would say it's like yeah, one tiny step lower than Jacko's
Yeah,
the Jack.
not quite as awkward. This was a
Yeah.
gnarly year. Like, look at the shit going on. Double flip, 2 different kinds of varials, bike flip, TP roll, or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah. Yeah, the 720.
And now everybody just does, and listen to me talking shit, but now everybody just does like the Cali rolls and stuff where they just spin next to their bikes.
Yeah, that trick that Clinton told me to never do. Yeah. And then everyone went and did a Cali roll because he was like volt or nothing. And yeah, now everyone does Cali rolls.
Yeah,
And now not even that many people do Cali rolls anymore.
Exactly.
Funnily enough.
this is how this
Funnily enough,
stuff goes. And now here we go. Mark Monea, front carry on. Sorry.
This is the carry on off.
He
Yeah.
he carried on all right.
Yeah,
Oh, his hands were still on the bar when he hit the ground.
that would have hurt.
I've done it. It's not good.
Man, I'm
How gnarly is this best trick, dude?
this is insane because this is how Tom and his brother Charles were doing front flips.
Yeah.
Not as big as Mons though. Like Mons definitely stepped that up, but he didn't get that off-axis rotation this time.
So what I had heard, ooh, yeah, his hand was on there.
Yeah, that. Ooh, my shoulder hurts watching that.
My fingers hurt worse than my shoulder. So, but what I had heard is that he was just like, he did it on bicycles the same way, and he ends up going sideways, just kind of, look at this. There's no good if there's no blood in the picture, right?
That's it.
I have that. I don't know.
Oh, okay, we're back to Clinton Moore.
There's no blood in the picture. It's no good, right?
All right, we've got Clinton on screen. So I don't know what Braden Halleck did on that video, but at least we got Clinton back now. Because if we didn't see Clinton there before, I forgot I was even there. That's how bad my memory is. It's only because I was there and I was so focused on him doing this 720, which is what's coming up right now, I'm guessing.
They
I
must
forgot
have
about
moved
everything
this
else.
super kicker after every jump.
Oh, man. That is...
That's one. Oh, and this is where he gets hit by his bike.
Yep. But yep. Thanks, buddy.
You're already like,
Thanks,
and then
buddy.
all of a sudden you got to dodge your motorcycle.
Man,
Why don't you
This
run
was
out
one
there
of
like
the-
Ed Rossi?
I was about to jump over the fence and run in there. Just like, what is going on? Yeah, it was one of the worst feelings because like I was riding and training with him for probably a good couple of years before we got to this point, and probably for like 8 weeks before X Games, every single week he was changing his suspension. Him and his mechanic Dean Senior were changing suspension. He just wanted more flick out of the rear shock, more flick, more flick. Every week, more flick.
Uh-huh.
And on the last week, like he had the 720 down probably 50 to 60% of the time in the foam pit, like easily landing. The others, maybe. And then the last week before X Games, made the change, and it rained every single day. And then didn't get to ride. And as soon as we got to Staples Center in America, and he jumped the very first time in practice, he's like, "Nah, this won't work. It's wrong." But he still went for it.
Yeah, of course. So what happened in between? He had a different shock done?
No, so from where he was to where that is now, he just changed the settings again, but he didn't have a chance to even ride it to even see if that was the right change. And
So he should have just left it with what he had been.
yeah, so we were just hoping and hoping and hoping the rain would go away, and it just didn't. In the end, we just had to get on the flight, and we turned up in LA, and he was like, "Well, fuck, we're just going for it. We've made it all the way here," and I give him 10 points for respect. That was insane.
Look at there's people walking under the ramp as Taka's going at it.
Yeah, and he still does. Oh, very late no-hander.
Did you see
on
that? Look at
rock
this.
solid flip.
Look at this. Imagine you're trying to go for something and look at
oh
all
my
the people
God.
walking under. There's like 5 people. He's like, I'm going. They gave me the go sign.
I gotta go. 5 people with cameras walking under the ramp, just dawdling, and they weren't even in a hurry.
I think that was
They were just
Clinton.
dawdling. Oh, probably.
It
Probably
was
had a
Clinton
big
and
busting at that
the
point.
the paramedics or something.
Yeah, it might have been.
All right, let's see if his late no-handed lander bumps him up.
So
Still a good rock
extension-
solid. Oh, one-hander.
one.
This is the era of the one-handed lander.
This is where you get deducted points on my judging scale for one-hand lander.
And he didn't get his arms out quite as big because he was thinking about getting that one hand off.
Oh man, Tucker is gonna kill us when he sees this. Fuck, I'm sorry, Tucker.
Yeah, no, we're just talking shit. I can't even do good regular rock solids. So
Me too. Hey, he got 0.33 extra on the judging.
Wow.
It helped.
Give it to him. We're giving it to him.
Oh my god! So
let's do-
13 years ago, what were they trying to show there? 3D? I don't know.
They were just trying to show video games. They were like, look, first-person shooter games. Just joking. They were out before that. All right, here's Cam. What's he gonna do this time? Is he going for the double once again?
Well, not
Nope.
on that ramp. Oh, bum whip.
He just gave her
All
a
right.
little. He should have waved.
Yeah. I think he was probably stressing so hard he probably couldn't even take his hands off at that point. He's like,
Well, he already did what he could do, so
that's it.
you know, how much are you gonna stress about it at this point? If somebody beats it, I guess they
Too
beat
bad,
it.
so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Man,
So he's in third right
That-
now. He's in third.
that
Think about that.
dude. Exactly. And he is still riding now. After all these years,
Uh-oh.
after all the injuries, like it's just insane.
Ramp move. Jacko did the jack, and now he's like, I better put some gear on. So what's he going for now?
I honestly can't remember.
I do have to say this. Loza always had cool style with his gear and like all that stuff.
Yeah, he was punk rock.
Yeah, he had everything like looking good. But he waits till now to then be like, my ankle hurts. I think he didn't want to do this once again. You know, he's like, I'm pretty sure.
Was that the one where it broke him? Oh, no, no.
No, this was Monster Energy Cup. This was before this.
Yeah, exactly. But didn't he, like, actually really break his leg badly on one of these?
Well, he doesn't jump here. He calls it. But my point is, how long ago was it that he crashed? Like,
yeah.
And 20 minutes ago?
I was going to say, in X Games timelines, yeah, probably 10, 15 minutes at least.
At least. Because this is first round to second round. So you know it's at least, probably, I would say, 30 minutes to go through the whole thing and get back up to top.
With advertising.
Exactly. Commercials and everything. And now, all of a sudden, he's like, my ankle hurts. I think it's just in his head. You know what I mean? I think he's like, I already jumped off. My ankle kind of hurts. I really can't afford to jump off again on this leg. It's not going to be good. But I feel like maybe he should have just been like, Like, look at his sponsors: Verizon, Monster, Alpine Stars, and Horror.
And Horror. Oh, man. I mean, to grab a Verizon sponsorship back in the day, that wouldn't be too bad.
No. Doesn't it look like he's running those tall like the fat 80 bars?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, actually, when I was looking at that, as he got back to the top.
Yeah, they're like so high and like kind of tight. I think those are those 80 bars. I rode with them. Maybe not. They're kind of wide. I think he's just got super tall bars. But I rode with those 80 bars because people were like, this is the move. I couldn't get my heels through the bar because they were like tighter than... And I'm like, kept hitting. And I'm like, these things suck, dude. And they're awkward.
Yeah, they do.
Get rid of them.
I tried them and I hated them.
Yeah, I rode for like literally maybe 10 minutes with them. And I was like, nah.
I rode a bit longer because I paid for them, so I probably did a couple of months, and I was just like, nah.
I rode literally one day and was like, these things suck, and took them back off and sold them to somebody or gave them to somebody.
Yeah, good call. Good call. In the end, I went with Tag. Can't remember what they are. Tag something high. I love them. They're a little bit wider. Yeah, they work a treat.
See, he's like, if I jump off again, I'm pretty sure my leg's going to disintegrate. It's like he should have just called it before he got to this point, though. You know what I mean? So that he didn't have to go up on top of the roll-in and then be in front of everybody and then be like,
I'm guessing, though, like, maybe there's, like, when you're on the ground, like, yeah, I can do it. But when you're standing on top of that roll-in looking at the jump, you're probably like, oh, fuck this. Like, there'd have to be that point where you're just like, nah, I can't do it again.
Look, he's trying to get himself to go.
Yeah. He was. He really was, wasn't he?
He was like, come on.
Yeah. Nah.
Unbuckling the boots.
Yeah.
Shaking his head. Looks like he's
I would have just been given the vagina sign.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that was you? Oh, now I know where you...
Yeah, no, I said if that was me, I would look at the camera and just be like, sorry.
Oh, right. I thought you were saying you already did do it
No,
when you're
no,
in the
no.
crowd.
I'm
being
saying
a
if that
real
was
pain in the
me,
ass.
I just would have been like, I'm scared, boys. I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, this shit hurts. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, like that would be pretty fucking devastating.
For
This
sure.
was his last X Games too, isn't it?
Yes. He had won 3 in a row. This was the 4th one. And then, so in that X Games 3D, he was, do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
He was like,
And in the
oh,
middle,
why
sorry?
did he put more pads on to do that?
I don't know.
Anyway, that's curious. Oh look, they blurred it out because he pulled his butt out.
Oh, they blurred the whole screen because he.
Look,
Oh,
they did it
they
again.
blurred everything for his ass.
That's lazy blurring, huh? So like we're just gonna get rid of the whole screen. What was I talking about before that? Oh, him.
Kyle the X3D or something.
Oh yeah. He was like, dirt bikes are scary or whatever, which made Chuck mad because he was like, then don't ride them, you know? Like,
Yeah, that's it.
But
Give your spot to someone else.
you could, but you could tell that, he just got to a point where. Why did he put all that gear on to do a KOD?
I don't know.
And he did the jack with like even less of pads than that.
I don't know. Maybe he had something else. Maybe he did, and then he saw Kyle Loza pulled out right in front of him.
Oh, that makes sense.
And maybe
he was like, I don't need it. He was like, that's a good call. He was like, if Loza pulls the bike flip, I've got to go front flip or something. Was that in his head at that point? 2012?
I don't know.
I think
he was going front flips back then, yeah, for sure.
So I think that's what he was like. I'm going fronty if he lands this bike flip.
Yeah.
How about that? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? To be like, I got a backup on my backup here.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna cancel that one. It's gonna go into the next.
Yeah, I'm trying to. There we go. 2001 X Games Step Up is playing now. No. All right.
Yeah. So that was. I didn't even think about it until I said it, and you picked up on what I just said. Yeah, he changed his mind right there and then, and went, "No fronty.
No need.
Do a ruler. Yep, don't need to. Chill."
Because there's no other reason that he would do a body varial with basically like just a regular moto chest protector on and then go get this gnarly Alpine Start whole suit on to do a KOD.
Yeah, exactly. No, I guess that's what's happened. That is probably a really good question. Jacko,
You got some
what
serious
were you
problems.
going to do
You need to work
if
out with
Kyle Loza
yourself.
landed the bike flip? Oh, what was that? Something just popped in my ear.
I'll play it again for you.
You got some serious problems. You need to work out with yourself.
Exactly. Have you got a whole bunch of buttons ready to go right there?
I do.
Nice.
He doesn't know what he's doing. He has no fucking idea what he's doing.
So I got a lot of classic Krusty ones for the Krusty podcast.
I'll go to a doctor if I need to. I don't need to right now.
That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
There you go. Let's see. Let's play. Here you go. Let's play a game. Who is this?
He doesn't know what he's doing. He has no fucking idea what he's doing.
Talking about Seth, that was Jeff Emig.
Yep. See, this is all classic shit that I cut out. So I was like, these are iconic lines. So
That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Again, I think Jeff Emig.
Yep.
Yep.
That's how you go down a hill, boy.
Bubba.
There's a camera? I'll go jump that.
So that's from Unchained, not from Krusty.
Wait, Unchained as in the doco from
Yeah, because crusty guys were involved in that as well.
Yeah.
So that's why I have
fine.
access to that stuff too.
Nice.
There's no blood in the pitcher. It's no good, right?
I should have played that earlier when Monet cut his face.
There's no blood in the pitcher. It's no good, right?
Who's that?
That's Seth, right before his part.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, right before
Oh.
his segment, they pan to him, and he goes, I think his elbow's cut or something, and he's like, if there's no blood in the picture, it's no good, right? And then,
Yep.
and Dana's like, nope. So, and
'Cause
this
I was
one,
thinking, sorry.
You got some serious problems. You need to work out with yourself.
Who was that?
that's Dana Nicholson.
Oh, was it?
To Seth after his part when he's like, get out of the truck, walk around, and come back in, and you don't have to go to the hospital. And because he's like, I'll go to the hospital if I need to. I don't need to right now.
Yeah.
So he gets out, walks around, goes back in, and he goes, you got some serious problems. You need to work out with yourself.
That's so good. Oh my god.
And then these
I need
ones
to
are for the Two Wheels podcast with Scranny.
You guys are just having a party when you're doing it.
Yeah. How about, do you know what this is from?
We adjusted the clickers, swapped the pull rods, and changed the ignition curve for that little extra torque.
No, I haven't heard it.
We adjusted the clickers, swapped the pull rods, and changed the ignition curve for that little extra torque.
No.
That's J Bone from Fresno Smooth.
Oh, is it?
Get to
Oh,
Fresno,
fuck
find
yeah,
a
man.
bar, sit down and drink some fat-ass Jack and Cokes, and be hitting on some filthy white trash hookers.
I need to watch that movie again. It's probably 20 years since I've seen that.
Dude, it's the best
least.
moto movie that's ever been made.
Oh,
Hold
man,
on.
yeah, I need to watch that again.
Hey, kids, start out every morning with a fat ball.
Fuck's sake. Hey,
oh,
yeah.
Who is
Go for
this?
it.
Oh no, our sport's just sick.
I don't know.
Oh no, our sport's just sick.
Sounds a bit like Ronnie Renner, but I don't think
Nope.
it is. No.
Oh no, our sport's just sick.
It's Twitch
Right.
at the beginning of chapter
Ah!
2 or something.
Oh. Yeah, it does actually. Now that you say it, does sound like Twitch.
It's Stoner Twitch. That's why it doesn't sound like him now.
Oh no, our sport's just sick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
This is big chip in the tooth Twitch.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Hardcore Twitch.
Yeah, fuck, man, he was an animal back then.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I didn't put that much. We kind of like, I was running around this morning and then we hopped on and I didn't put enough thought into it to have any notes or anything.
All right, I completely
So.
forgot we were doing this until you texted me about an hour
That's
ago.
why
I'm
I
like, oh, yeah,
text
that's
you.
right.
That's why I text you ahead of the time to be like, hey, I'm going to be home soon.
Yeah. I got you.
Nudge, nudge.
Man, yeah, I've been way out of this game for too long. Like it's not in the regular habit anymore. So
Yeah.
it's like going to German school trying to learn German. I just don't turn up there either. So, you know.
Yeah,
I'm failing everywhere.
we have been trying to get together to do one for a while and we just keep not being able to. I don't think either one of us are that used to doing these ones anymore, and also dealing with the time difference.
Yeah.
So,
That's it.
but
life's changed a little bit as well in the last few months. So it was just like I just need to get back into a bit of a rhythm. But you know, we're almost coming back up to competition season, so I'm trying to get myself ready for that as well. A lot of events actually this year. So
we'll do a podcast when
lot of travel.
they're coming up. We'll preview the Night of the Jump season and the riders and the format and all that type of stuff once it gets a little closer.
That's it. And then we've there's an X Games in Japan, I think in June. I could be wrong.
So there are 2 in America.
Yeah, what is it? Sacramento and somewhere else.
I'm not sure. Hold on.
Sacramento is something else, and they're back in.
It might be
Japan.
Salt Lake City or something.
Yeah. Yep. That might be it.